Hello and welcome to this tutorial about the filter function in Microsoft Excel. First, I will explain what the filter function can do, then I will demonstrate how to use it on two types of data. So what is a filter function? Normally when you have a set of data and you apply filters to it, the data gets filtered or reduced to your filter criteria at the same location. What about if you don't want to do anything to this data at this location, but you want the filters to show in a different sheet or in a different area of the sheet? This is where the filter function comes in handy, as I'm about to show you now. I have here a list of 25 movies with their name, year, age rating, duration, category, and IMDb rating. The first example is going to be with this information filled in normal rows and columns. Then the second example will be with a more structured Excel table. I will click in a cell where I want my filter results to display. Type the equal sign, then type the word filter, that is F-I-L-T-E-R, and then open the parentheses. I get a prompt to define the array I want to filter. I can define the array by clicking on one corner of my data and dragging the mouse to the other corner. Then I will release the mouse button, and then type a comma to indicate I have defined my array. Then the next prompt is to define what I want to include from my data. Let's say I want all the movies released later than the year 2000. So in the year column, I will click on the top here, hold and drag the mouse all the way to the bottom of the list before releasing the mouse button. Then I will type the greater than sign and then the number 2000. That means I want everything in the year column that is greater than 2000. Then I will close the parentheses and press enter on the keyboard. Automatically, all the movies that meet that criteria will display with all their columns. Similarly, if I want the movies with IMDb rating greater than 8.5, I just need to change my include criteria. I will select the IMDb rating column instead, and I will type greater than 8.5. Then you can see that all the resulting movies have ratings greater than 8.5. You can also do the same with text contents. For instance, if you want a certain age rating, you select the column and type equals. Then the rating you want in double quotes. In Excel formulas, we use double quotes for text. I want the PG rating here, and I know that there is PG rating in the data, but I am getting no results. This is because there are spaces in my data. I can either clean my data by removing the spaces, or I can include the spaces in my formula. I choose to include the spaces in my formula, and that solves the problem. Now if I remove one of the spaces and try again, notice that I get this message when Excel cannot find anything that matches my filter criteria. I can define what message to display in that circumstance. In my formula, before the parentheses, I will type another comma, and the next prompt is an optional one. I know it is optional because it is in square brackets. If I choose to use it, I will type the message I want to display in double quotes, then hit the enter key. That message displays when no match is found. In the second example, I will use the same list but in the form of an Excel table. An Excel table has a specific name that can be referred to in formulas. So does each column in the table. To create the table, I will first select all the cells in the data range, then go to the Insert tab and click on Table. Check the box My Table Has Headers and click on OK to complete creating the table. Notice that a new tab appears called Table Design. In the Table Design tab, I can change what I want to name my table. Back to the filter function. I will type the equal sign, filter, and the parentheses, just like in the first example. Then for the array, instead of highlighting from corner to corner, I can just type the name of my table and then the comma and continue. I can also do that by hovering over the top left corner of the table until I see a slanting arrow and clicking on the mouse. This will automatically type the name of my table for me, and I can continue with my comma. Then for the include prompt, I can hover over the title of the column that I want to filter on until I see an arrow that points downwards and clicking on it. This will automatically type the name of the table again, but this time with the column name in square brackets. Then you can type the rest of the formula similar to the first example. Once I hit the enter, I get my results again. So that is the filter function. Go ahead and try it and let me know what you think. Cheers!